Yo guys, what is up? Toasty Russ here, and today I'm going to be reading a horror story, or chapter 1 of a horror story I wrote on Wattpad. You guys can check it out for yourself. Link will probably be in the description, I don't know, depends. Yeah. I'm going to get right into this, but first off, hit the intro. Freaking intro, always interrupting me. Alright, anyway. Okay, so. Okay. So the story is called The Demonics Within. Here's the description. When tragedy strikes a 13-year-old boy's family, it's up to him to rid his house of demons and devils, to save his mom's meetings for her job and his dad's phone calls for his work. Never mind. I have 2 chapters I'm going to read today. So, here we go. Chapter 1, Tragedy. Phone call after phone call. My dad sat next to the phone all morning when I grabbed my bowl of cereal. Hey, Dad? What is it, son? He looked pretty tired, so I just said, never mind. My mom, as usual, was holding her phone to her ear with her shoulder and making breakfast with one hand and drinking coffee in the other, saying things into the phone like, uh-huh, yep, no, I don't think so. I slurped down the last of my milk and tossed my plastic bowl into the sink, but when I tossed it, it was aimed straight for the sink, but had somehow found a way on the other side of the counter and rolled off onto the floor. Mom and Dad looked at me awkwardly, so I picked it up and placed it in the sink. After Mom finished making everything, she mouthed an "I love you" to Dad, not to bother him, and came over and kissed me on my head, and ran out the door. I watched her pull away in our normal blue van to her normal, boring job on this normal, boring day, in this not-so-normal town. Dad then got a phone call, and he actually seemed excited about this one, so he straightened his back and answered. "Hello? Yes, this is he." But then he said, "Oh, I see. Well, thank you for trying. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye." He then put his elbows on his knees and his hands on his eyes and began to cry. I walked over and patted his back and asked, "Dad, are you okay? What happened?" He looked at me and he said, "Son, look. When we are a family, we stick together no matter what. Okay? When we don't have anywhere to stay, we would stay with my parents. But they died in a gas explosion down in Arkansas." I was shocked. I had not heard this news about losing our home, about Grandma and Grandpa. I knew Dad was devastated, so I sat there with him, patting his back and hugging him till he stopped crying. "Son, promise me this. You won't hate me, okay? Please, don't be angry with me." "Of course not, Dad. I love you, and I always will." "Thanks, son, but maybe you should hear why I asked you that. You won't believe what he told me next." Okay, so I'm going to move to the next part. Chapter 2, Adoption. "No, Dad, please, don't do this. I love you and Mom. Please don't put me up for adoption." "I'm sorry, son. I don't want you to have to go through what me and your mom have to go through." I sniffed the snot back up my nose and rubbed my eyes free of tears. "Now, son, you have 2 weeks, and then you're going to the adoption agency, okay?" I sniffed. "Okay, but is there any chance you won't have to put me in the adoption place?" He sighed. "Well, if you can find a way to make us enough money to keep the house, I won't have to put you in there." I stared down at my feet. "Okay, Dad." As I walked away, my dad said, son, no matter what, we will come and see you every week if you are put in there. So, that's all I have so far. I have like 3 different parts written that I wrote at school, and I don't have my bag with me, so I can't get my stories. I actually forgot a period there, and I also gotta fix some stuff through there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It took me like 2 to 3 hours to like think about what I'm gonna write, how I'm gonna write it, what perspective I'm gonna do, what the name took me 7 hours to think of. 'Cause like, I was sitting at school and I was just like, what am I gonna freaking call this? And like, from 1st all the way to 7th, I was thinking like, bloody adoption, no. And then I was just like, demons, house, in, him, and within, demonics within. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Tell me if you want to hear more of this, guys. I don't know if you want, or if it was just freaking boring. I hope it's not. It's gonna get really good. I promise you that, if you guys want to see it. So yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and end this video, or will I? Yeah, I'll go ahead and end it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all later.